Back to TTS Daily, I'm Yi. So today our first story is in China. China's population declined for the third year in 2024. Marriages dropped by 20% in 2024, the largest recorded decline. And so what do you do when you want to boost marriage and birth rates? So there have been suggestions maybe China could lower the legal age limit for marriage. Okay, currently in China, the legal age limit for marriage is 22 years old for men and 20 years old for women, which is among the highest globally. Most developed countries have the legal age limit for marriage at 18 years old. Here in Singapore, surprisingly, I thought it was 18, but no, you are wrong. Okay, fun fact, for Singapore, the legal age for marriage is 21 years old. Okay, I actually thought we were at 18, but I was wrong. Okay, once again, to recap, China has the legal age for marriage for men at 22 years old, for women at 20 years old. So will reducing the legal age for marriage, lowering it to 18, help with boosting birth rates and marriage and, population numbers? Is it something that maybe Singapore want to consider also? Because Singapore, actually a lot of countries all over the world are currently, suffering from declining birth rate because inflation is so high. I mean, you're worrying about your own survival, about your own rental, your own mortgages, your own loan, your own food and essentials that most people don't even have time, for family planning nowadays. Fun fact, add-on context for Singapore. I just realized you are able to get married if you are from 18 to 20 years old in Singapore if you have parental consent. Okay, so that is one more thing we need to consider. We're in Thailand right now, Thailand Phuket, where a monkey in Phuket stole a French tourist's phone and took a selfie video captured in a TikTok post by Justin Fortams on February 28, 2025. This event occurred at Koh Tao Se Monkey Hill at the Rasada sub-district, Phuket. Okay, a popular sunset viewpoint known for monkeys and squirrels. So you can see from the video, a young monkey snatched the tourist's bright blue phone. It examined the phone and the owner before climbing the tree. The monkey then recorded a selfie and footage of its surrounding. 3 Thai locals assisted in retrieving the phone from the monkey. This video now, which has gone viral and everyone's saying how is the monkey so cute, so clever. The tourist, Justin, laughed despite the ordeal and later used the monkey selfie as a TikTok profile picture. I mean, we also have monkeys in Singapore. We have monkeys in, Bukit Timah Hill, Sentosa Island, Singapore Zoo. Maybe it's time we also train our monkeys to take selfies of themselves. We're back in Singapore right now where we have another story about, rent hike causing hawkers to close down. So, Liu Shangte, 76, and his wife operated Shangte Vegetarian Stall at 566 Rangoon Road for over 10 years. Okay, before the stall, Liu worked in Denmark in the food and beverage industry for over a decade, then returned to Singapore around age 50. Initially, he worked at a friend's steel factory before starting his own business inspired by vegetarianism through religion. Okay, he originally sold chicken rice, wonton mee and prawn noodles before switching to vegetarian food to promote healthy dining, and they earned just enough to get by with a small business. But now, the new coffee shop operator planned to triple rent from 930 to 3,000 monthly after taking over. Leo found the new rent unaffordable and decided to shut his stall on February 26, 2025. To be fair, if your rental has been $930 monthly, until now, it is, I think, very, very cheap, okay? 3,000 monthly, I'm not really sure is it market rate or not. I mean, considering there are so many empty stalls nearby, you would have to consider, the foot traffic of the stall itself. Existing operator asked Leo to clear the stall by February 28 for the handover, but Leo, slowed by age, aimed to finish by 6 p.m. The operator then rushed Leo, leading to tension. Leo felt disrespected but completed the move with one refrigerator left. I mean, you have to be understanding he is 76 years old and he has been operating there for over 10 years. Leo then requested a 62 Singapore dollars refund for 2 days rent, which is for February 27 to February 28, but was denied by the existing operator. Police mediated and the new operator paid the refund out of his pocket and advised Leo to stay calm. Tensions are high. The previous operator even said that he has informed all stallholders to vacate by March 1st for renovations, and when he saw that Leo hasn't moved anything on February 28, so he just asked. The previous operator also admitted to speaking inappropriately because it was in the heat of the moment, Tensions were high, okay? And for update, Leo may bid for a stall at a government-owned hawker centre to continue his business, so fans of his vegetarian food, don't worry, stay updated on social media. Okay, by popular demand, this is your update of the CDL case. So Philip Yeo, a non-independent, non-executive director at City Developments Limited, has issued a statement on February 28, 2025, siding with CDL Executive Chairman Kwek. So, Mr. Philip Yeo says that Sherman is distracting from core issues by targeting Catherine Wu and urged Mr. Sherman Kwek instead to focus on recovering Singapore $1.9 billion in shareholder losses from the 2020 sincere property write-off and UK property investments, rather than internal disputes. Mr. Philip Yeo also stressed that Mr. Sherman Kwek should work with the board to generate profits for all CDL shareholders, noting hospitality business improvements post-COVID. Once again, Catherine Wu is an advisor to CDL's hospitality business. And as of March 3rd, shares fell 2.7% to $4.98 Singapore dollars midday after a 6% plunge to $4.79 Singapore dollars, lowest since March 2009. There were various analyst reactions. UOB Kay Hian has downgraded to hold, cut target from $7 to $4.60. OCBC kept buy, lowered target to $6.02 to $6.57. DBS maintained buy, but reduced target from $10.50 to $6.70. Most banks cited overhang on share price due to leadership dispute, and price will gradually to improve once the dispute is settled. And for our last story of the day, another scam story in Singapore. So the victim is a 37-year-old woman surnamed Wang, co-owner of a ventilation equipment business in Singapore, who was targeted by scammers. On February 11, 2025 at 3 p.m, Wang received a call from a fake NTUC staff claiming her insurance policy was expiring, requiring a 19,200 Singapore dollars renewal fee. That sum alone is already a red flag, okay? Wang requested cancellation as she didn't need it, and also for contact, Wang even mentioned that she used to be an NTUC member, and NTUC member only have to pay Singapore $9 membership fee monthly. So how does it even make sense that you need to renew it for 2 years for 19,000 Singapore dollars? That is really the first red flag that you should have. Next up, a fake NTUC manager urged her to cancel the policy at her bank before 4 p.m. to avoid auto deduction. Wow, I mean, second red flag is, did you even sign any policies that has auto deduction? Obviously, if it was years ago, you might have forgotten. So yes, the scammers know which areas to target, especially like we say, oh, this policy you might have signed years ago, you don't even remember, you don't even recall, do we even keep documentation? Later, a fake MAS staff, even with uniform and badge, fake badge of course, video called her, guiding her through cancellation steps. So this is the part where the news article didn't say exactly what were the methods employed by the scammer to get her to, give away this. How was her authorization approved? So the scammer, like I said, appearing legitimate with staff ID, uniform and all that, tricked Wang into authenticating an OTP with her fingerprint, allowing remote control of her phone. First of all, as far as my tech knowledge goes, to allow remote control of your phone, you have to install an APK, a software, third-party software, on an Android phone. As far as I'm aware, please correct me in the comments if I'm wrong, there should be no way to allow remote control of a person's phone if you are on iOS and it's not jailbreak, okay? The phone is not jailbreak. It only happens on Android phone if you install third-party software through APK. Please tell me in the comments if I'm wrong. Maybe my technology, maybe I'm not as tech-savvy as in the past, okay? So, over the 4 hours, scammers stole over 1.1 million Singapore dollars via 22 transactions, each transaction ranging from $30,000 to $78,000 from her company account and 3 personal accounts, leaving Wang with only 5,000 Singapore dollars left in her company account and $5 left in her personal account respectively. Even though the scammers have already transferred out over $1 million, the fake MAS staff even claimed money will be transferred out and refunded within 24 hours if no fraud was detected. It is only when the scammer said this line when the red flags were triggered in Wang's mind, okay? But it was already too late, it was already transferred out. Wang reported the scam to the police that night, February 11. She now struggles with insomnia and financial strain, worsened by the 5% GST fine due to cash flow issues in her business. It is a really, really sad story to hear. This is just a local business, homegrown, built up from scratch, and now because of scammers, this is the question that I always have. If your money gets scammed away, millions, hundreds of thousands, your savings get scammed, is there any way to even take it back? If the scammers were never caught, is there any way for you to get your money back? Is there any insurance policy against scams? If not, this is really like, what are you going to do next?